Hey guys, what's up? Today we'll take a look over is another Transformers Age of the Primes for you guys, and this time we're going to take a look over the one I've been trying to get for months, and I am actually pretty excited to have this in my collection. So the one I'm going to take a look over is this right here. The Transformers Age of the Primes Leader Class, the 13 Megatronus The Fallen. Now, before we continue on, you guys do me a little bit of a quick favor, so I'll be right back. Hey, you! Stop what you're doing! Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy your day. Okay, I know some of you guys in the comment section are going to ask me this. Where is the original box? Ah, shit, I gotta scratch my back for a bit. Well, here's the thing. I got this at the Texas Time Warp Collectibles. It's a toy shop, which if you guys already seen my, March 15, I went there the first time and I bought this. I was pretty happy. I was saving up to get it on the Walmart website, but I had to buy it. I paid it was cost about like $55. I was low on funds, so the guy actually cut me a deal. And long story short, I have this in my hand, and I'm actually pretty excited for this. So let me show you guys the accessories that this figure comes with, and let's take a look over the tank mode, then robot mode. Well, of course, the transformation and robot mode. Sorry about that. So here's all the accessories that Megatron comes with. He comes with some effect piece for the fire effect piece, a sword right there, a rocket launcher pod right there that connected to the tank mode, which is actually pretty important. Do not lose this. The barrel of the gun, of the tank right there. The handle for this part right here, which by the way, it is made of a rubbery material, which I didn't notice. So that's actually pretty nice. You can actually connect it in, and there you go, that becomes another weapon. And his prime artifact right here, which is the Requiem Blaster. Now I know some of you guys are gonna ask me in the comment section, are you gonna find the original box for this figure? Yes. So don't worry, we'll probably do an update on the steps, how many steps it has, and you know, the packaging stuff. So yeah. So for now, I'm just reviewing this without the packaging. So yeah. So here's the Requiem Blaster, his signature weapon right there, which he has his the prime symbol right here, which is actually pretty cool, and it does sculpt it and paint it very well. But I wish it do have some more detail on this. Alright, so let me put some of the accessory back together to Megatronus, and let me show you guys the tank mode. So here it is, Megatronus in his tank mode. And, oh my god, look so amazing. Now the paint that's sculpted the detail on the vehicle mode looks great. By the look of it on this right here, I think this is like charcoal black that they're using. I think that's what it is. Charcoal black with the silver, gunmetal gray, hints of this lightish yellowish color right here, with the purple accent. This shade of purple accent you guys could see, he does look amazingly well on this figure. Even for a vehicle mode for a prime who is the first Decepticon. God damn. I'm trying to say a word of this, but I'm just actually pretty happy. Alright, so there is a bit of an issue with the tank mode. One of the issue is the visible head syndrome. The head is right there. And if you put it on one of the angle right here, and I can zoom in the camera, you can see his face is right there. Yeah, that has one of the major issues, which a lot of people complaining about it. And believe me, this is not a great look right there for Megatronus. Trying to angle some of this right here. Not only that, this figure is also a bit gappy on the vehicle mode. There's a gap right there, a gap right there. Well, mostly it's like this piece is here, but it's like a hole here, a hole there. Sure, there's even a hole right there. Yeah, this figure is gappy as hell. But here's the thing. He actually does roll pretty well because it has these little wheels down there, which thank God. For some reason, the this side right here on the left side of the back doesn't spin freely. I don't know why, so I'm actually kind of worried about it. Yeah, you can see down here the head is right there. There is the crotch right there, but still it does roll pretty well. I want to mention one thing. Now, he does have some weapon storage, by the way. And the effect piece also does connect it in, because here's the thing. This version of Megatronus is representing from the IDW, which I don't know the comics of it, but if you guys do know, please put the comment down below. I'll be grateful for it. But yeah, this right here, this figure is representing the IDW comic version. And I 100% had no idea about it, but one of my boys actually told me about it. I was like, I'll be down. By the way, these two weapons can combine together. You can still store the weapons on both sides right here, either side, but you know what? I'm just going to do it right here, right now. So, store this right here. Now, for these flame pieces, there's a peg hole right there on both sides, that you guys can see, and we'll connect it to this right here, that you guys can see. And there you go. You can see the flames on both sides right there. Does look amazing. And I think Hasbro did a great job, you know, putting all of this into this figure of today. By the way, I forgot to mention, the feet are exposed back there, so yeah, that's kind of sucks. But hey, it's actually pretty good. The tank, by the way, I forgot to mention one thing. It does go full 360 right there, that you guys can see. Also, by the way, there's no actual connection to the Requiem blaster to the arms, so you might want to be very careful what you're doing. But anyways, does go full 360 right there, and it does go up like this, and pretty much that's it. There's not much else to do, so you got what you get. So yeah, and pretty much that's it for the tank mode. Transformation. I did have some issue with the transformation, but I got the hang of it. The transformation of this figure is actually pretty good. Is easy, good, and simple. So first thing first is right by removing the effect piece and all the weapons. So put all out of the way. And that's mean all this have to go too. So first thing first, unpeg this, remove the Requiem blaster right here, remove the gun barrel. You want to bring this down because you actually want this for the run mode. For the Requiem blaster, fold this everything up like so, and then we'll compact like this. And you flip this piece right here, which is actually hard to get it out. And trust me, it is a bitch to deal with. And there you go. You got the Requiem blaster compacted. Unfortunately, though, this part right here, the barrel, is not extended, so that kind of sucks. So anyways, bring this out like this. And let's see here. You want to detach these side right there for a bit. Then you want to, let's see here, disconnect this part first. Or the first part up front right here. Sorry about that. So disconnect this part first. Then disconnect this next. And this will unhook this part right there. Detach this. Unhook that part right there. This will be freely for now. So let's see here. Let's actually start off with the legs. This piece right here, you want to fold all the way up like that. And this will become the butt right here, the ass of Megatronus. Next thing to do is you want to straighten out the legs like so. Then you want to spin this piece around. You want to open up this part right here because you want to flip the feet out like so. Fold this back in. And this panel right there will connect it to this tab right there. And there you go. And you want to do the same thing on the other side right here. Which, by the way, make sure this part is connected in. Straighten it out. Make sure it's connected. Twist this forward. Open this up. Flip the feet down. Close this up once again. Bring it back. Make sure you have it straightened out. and fold down the side skirt right there will become the, also is another part of the weapon, so yeah. So you got that done. Spin this around, facing like this, because now you want to focus on up here. I'm going to bring the camera a little bit up like this so you guys can see. Okay, so let's see here. Now, all this right here is on a triple hinge. And hinge, here. So let's see. First thing first is by moving this out of the way. You want to bring this out like so. You want to bring the chest out like that. Flip it facing like that. Then you want to spin all this around facing forward. Bring this down. Then you want to twist the head around facing like this. But before you actually put everything all in here, let's start from the back. Crap. Detach this part, twist this like this, flip it like this, the threads are facing like that. Then you want this upper part right here folding down like so. And that's actually one of the coolest things I've ever seen, because it will cover up everything from the body. Now you want to bring this like that. Same thing on the other side right here. Connect that in. Then you want to bring all of this right here. Like so. Now before you do that, you want to bring all of this up like that. And you want to make sure these tabs are connected to this right there. Becomes the connect everything to the chest. Then you want to bring this down. Now you're almost finished. Now you just need to focus on which is the arms right there. Which, by the way, this figure has a butterfly joint, so that's actually pretty nice. So fold this like so. Bring this up like this. Twist the arm facing like that. Next thing to do is by bringing out the hands like so. Connect that in. Do the same thing on the other side. This time for this one, facing like that. And copy the same thing, like so. So where should I need to cut my nails? Connect that in. Next thing to do is just straighten out the figure, make sure you have everything nice and good. There we go. And there you have Megatronus in his raw mode. Transformation, easy, simple, and holy crap, this is a good looking Megatronus I've ever seen in my life. Now, like I said before, this version of Megatronus right here represented from the IDW comics, which I don't know which comic is it, but if you guys do know, leave a comment down below. But this is a good looking figure, and I think Hasbro did a great job copying the one from the comic all the way from of today, like of the figure. The paint and sculpted detail on the figure, by the way, looks great. Got like more of the purple showing off in the roll-on mode. Everything is like compact and folded in very, very well. And I think this is actually one of my favorite transformations to do so. Head sculpt, by the way, looks fantastic. I think Hasbro did a great job in the head sculpt. The only problem I actually do have with the rest of the figure, it's just, I wish it had some more of this yellow right here to, you know, to show like everything's like floating around him. Floating like around him, you know, like his own blood. But, yeah. Now, I did have a bit of an issue with my copy for this one right here, what I bought. The head was a bit loose. I did fix it with super glue. Apparently, though, I think I put a little bit too much of it. It was stiff as hell. So I had to put a little bit of lubricant in. No stiffness, no looseness. Nice and perfect. Smooth like butter. And it's actually pretty nice. Comparing this right here with a... I think I do have something to compare with. Here's a Recondo figure. I'm going to do it for a TikTok, so yeah. You can see the size of it right there. It's actually pretty nice. And Alright, here's a Lego set right here. I know, a Lego set with a Transformer review. Come on. Yeah, I know. Anyways. Yeah, he's smaller. What about Cole's? Well, almost the same, minus if you ignore the staff of it right there, but yeah. I'm just gonna put both of them out of the way for now. So, articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, so it does go full 360 degrees right here. You can look up that far, down that far, and you can pivot side to side a little bit, so that's actually pretty nice. Both the arms on the sole, so it does go full 360 degrees right here. Arms can go in and out. And this figure has a butterfly joint right here, which is actually pretty nice, but of course, if you want to mess it up, yeah, there you go. But yeah, an actual Transformer figure with butterfly joints, so that's actually pretty nice. Swivel the bicep right here, which on a mushroom peg can go 360 degrees. Over 90-degree bend right there at the elbow. Both the wrists can go full 360 degrees. It's on a ball joint, but unfortunately, though, the thumb does hit here, so it only can go left and right, side to side, a little bit of up and down. Pretty much that you get for the hands. Waist can go 360 degrees right here, of course, for the transformation. Side skirt can go up and down like that. Legs can go forward, back that far. Does go in and out. A nice thigh swivel right there. The bottom part right here, where the knee can go 360 degrees, of course, mostly because of the transformation. Somewhat like a little bit of over 90-degree bend at the knee. An ankle pivot. Almost 90 degree. So you do get some good, decent postability with this figure. And of course, he has the prime artifact, which is the Requiem blaster. That you connect it to the arms right there. And there you go. There he is. He needs the Requiem blaster to shoot some Autobots and protect his love, which is Solus. If you guys already know the lore of it, good. If you guys haven't, I would recommend to check it out. Yep, he does look great on this right here. And I forgot to mention one thing. Don't forget to connect the barrel right up here. So, yeah, sorry about that. But if you bring this down like so, it can become another part of the weapon. So it's actually pretty nice. So let's keep it up like here. So here we have what he looks like with this weapon right here. This almost looks like one of the weapons from Transformers Robots in Disguise, the 2015 version of Megatronus, which is actually one of my favorite. And of course, there he is, what he looks like holding the blade right here. It's actually pretty nice. But like I said, you can actually combine these two together to form a big staff right here. Connect it right there. Gotta make sure everything is lined up, and there you go. There is what he looks like with the fully combined, and the effect piece does connect it to the figure. Oh yeah, by the way, I did have some bit of an issue with my copy with the effect piece because they were loose as hell. So I did fix it with Crazy Glue, and they're not loosely anymore. So yeah. So this part right here will go into the shoulder on both sides right there. Damn it. The effect piece, by the way, looks so well. I love this a lot. Connected it right there. Now the last two right there will connect on these peg holes right there. And you can see Megatron is all fired up, ready to attack his fellow Primes and Optimus Prime. So there you go. Do I really love this figure? Yes. Am I happy I got this in my collection? Yes. Do I still need the box? Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one thing. He has some articulated fingers right here. So, yeah, forgot to mention one thing. Sorry about that. Alright, so I'm going to give it the final pose and give you guys my final results, so I'll be right back. So overall, I do highly recommend it if you guys are lucky enough to find this at your local toy shop or your local collector shop. I will recommend to get it right now, so yeah. So anyways, you guys, only thing now I'm missing is Onyx, Legion Maximals, Leech Maximo, Nexus, Vector, and Star Optimus Prime. Those are the only figures I'm missing. So yeah, that pretty much does it. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna end this right here. So have fun, stay safe, and I'm out.